Mama Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjansalakaya Chakshurumlitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha. Gurve Gauri Chandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyaeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnebhyo namo namah. Namo mahavadanyaya Krishna prem pradayate Krishnaya Krishna chaitanya namne gaudishve namah. Jaitam sutta pangur mama mandamatir gati mat sarva swadam bhujo Shri Radha Madan Mohan Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. रहने दो, नहीं हो रहा तो रहने दो।
बेटा लीव इट फ्रॉम द बैक, पीछे किसको नहीं, आगे वाली एक और खोल दो, एक और खोल दो।
ठीक है, एक ही बहुत है। Okay. The causeless mercy of Guru Gauranga. We assemble here today and making this evening the most auspicious by remembering the glories of the Lord. Girl, please sit down. Don't jump here and there. The glories of the Lord, which are unparalleled and transcendental in nature. भजन मध्य श्रेष्ठ नव विदा भक्ति कृष्ण प्रेम कृष्ण दीते धरे महाशक्ति तार मध्य सर्वश्रेष्ठ नाम संकीर्तन निरपराध नाम ले ले पावे प्रेमधन. क्या बोला? What is the meaning? हेमंत जी.
जो भी भगवान का नाम लेगा वो प्रेम. If you follow 9 steps of bhakti, then you can get prem dhan, which is Krishna prem.
Very close. Bhajan madhye shresth nav vida bhakti. What we are doing here and why we are come here, why I have come here, why you all come here. For bhajan. Bhajan doesn't mean only singing. The word bhajan in Hindi means just singing, bhajan gaya. But bhajan means practices. You understand practice? The many practices, like attorney also practice, dog also practice, right? Pilot also practice. We are here to practice. Practice what? Krishna consciousness. What is Krishna consciousness? Putting Krishna as a center of our life. So seems like we have said this and heard this thousands of times. But just try to emphasize and focus on this. How difficult it is for us to keep Krishna as the center of our life. It's so easy to say for me. But I was thinking yesterday. I was chanting in flight, I was thinking. On a practical ground, theoretical we know everything. On a practical ground, giving Krishna, whom we don't know, whom we have not seen, some stranger person, is the center of our life. Means our life should go around Krishna, which is not happening, is happening anti-clockwise. instead of going through clockwise. It's going anti-clockwise. The center of life is surrounded. No. This Krishna not being the center of life, but his other external energies are centered. How powerful is that force? How powerful? Which is taking us away from Krishna. Or we can't blame anyone else. Blaming our own self. How we are getting away from Krishna by getting so much entangled in material lifestyle. Yes or no?
Yes.
And even we are striving very hard, it's getting more and more hard, day by day. With the influence of the modern world, the influence of the technology and all others. So, Krishna is supposed to be the center of life, but it's not happening. You know, practical ground, na Devi? So then, that means this force who's taking me away from Krishna is so powerful. So powerful. I'm being so weak, I can't fight, I can't compete with this energy. That means I need something very powerful. I need more energy to fight with this. To fight with this. This question was been asked 1950 or 60s to one of our Guruji. What is the significance of court cases? Not court cases which we have in, like ordinary court cases, divorce and all that. But if there's court cases amongst the devotees, if there was an issue with some land of temple, then there was some court case amongst devotees. So, a couple of devotees came to Srila Bhakti Rakshar Sridhar Maharaj. And they raised this point. Why, as devotees, you guys having court cases? And he said, why not? A counter question, he said, why not? We are in this material world and all these things are bound to happen. There's the dancing of external energy, Maya, who's making everyone dance. So, why not these court cases? Because our fight is against something which is very powerful. ये light कौन जला रहा है बार बार? Today these kids are getting very naughty.
मैं उसको वो कर देता हूँ।
Blinds नीचे कर दो.
एक मिनट रुकिए, उसका मैं नीचे वो कर दूँगा तो नहीं।
Blind नीचे कर सकते हैं वैसे तो महाराज जी. अंदर नहीं आएगा.
They're playing with some button. Leave it.
The second blind. No, not this one. Next one.
No, Krishna. Madhvi, this one.
दूसरी वाली बेटा, बीच वाली.
Why are they jumping so much today? They're always very sober and nice.
The blinds are the children, Raj.
Hmm?
The children.
The children, they're jumping here and then running. But every time they are very quiet and listening. Today I don't know.
Raj temple.
They're hyper.
Summer.
It's the trampoline.
Temple.
Huh?
Summer temple.
The trampoline. They want to go on the trampoline. I told them they have to come back.
So, this fight against Maya, external energy, But to fight with that external energy, we need so much strength. Sometimes we feel so weak. I'm tired, struggling and fighting with everyone. Yes, it comes in our daily practice sometimes. I'm tired, fighting. Fighting with sometimes, no. Fighting with sometimes with colleagues, fighting with competitors, fighting with our own mind, fighting with our senses, and there's always a fight between mind and intelligence. So much fight. So this is something, and there is fight, and there is other wars going on all over the world. Everywhere is fight. Within ourselves, within our surroundings, everyone's fight. And then we are told to fight with Maya. The whole life gets spent in just fighting. So much strength and energy is required for all these kind of fights. How to develop and cultivate this strength? That's why Bhajan Madhya Shesht Nav Vida Bhakti. Krishna Prem Krishna Dete Dhare Mahashakti. Not just Shakti, strength. Mahashakti, great strength. From where we can get this? The great strength? By performing bhajan, to which we are not inclined. Bhajan means not just singing some songs. Bhajan means practices. Spiritual practices. Krishna consciousness practices. What will happen with that? Strength comes. I was speaking this topic recently in New York, inspiring some devotees to follow Ekadashi fasting. And there are many kind of fastings. Fasting means what? Taking some kind of vow. So to refrain from grains is Ekadashi. But there are many other resolutions and vows we can take. If we seriously want to perform Krishna conscious activities, that means tapasya. So, isn't it a tapasya to refrain from grains and not eating too much on that day, even not sleeping on Ekadashi, or sometimes dry fasting or water fasting? Tapasya. What we get in return? Seems like nothing. But take this seriously, that every tapasya always gives great strength to our body and to our mind, especially mind and intelligence. Every kind of tapasya. If I take a vow of silence, which many people take, Maun Vrata, what happens if I take any promise? I'm not going to speak 1 year, just keep quiet. This is the one kind of tapasya. So what happens after 1 year? One feels so much energy and strength. So every little, tiny or big tapasya always gives tremendous energy and strength. Always. Some people take vrata that I'm not going to speak or say anything for a month, and someone take the vrata, this promise that I'm only going to speak or chant Krishna for a month. It is so hard. So imagine if I'm given 24 hours not to think anything else, not to speak anything else, 24 hours non-stop chanting, or even stop chanting, don't worry, means a break in the chanting, means you can sleep also. But apart from sleeping, apart from eating, only and only have to chant, say 80 rounds a day, not 16 malas, 70 or 80 malas in 24 hours. Isn't this tapasya? In this age, this is the best tapasya. Best and best and best. The only means for all atonements, or what we have done in our past, or what we are thinking, anything sinful, offensive, in mind or with body or with words, the best atonement is chanting. But can you see, is it that easy to chant 70-80 rounds a day in 24 hours? Whereas we know this is going to give me strength. You know how powerful it is? We have no idea. I think if I go to gym for 6 months and lift weight, then I'll become powerful. Of course, body strength. But what about your willpower and what about your mind strength and intelligence? That's not, gym is not going to give that. But tapasya gives so much strength to oneself. A person can stand against Maya, not challenging Maya, but can stand against Maya with this strength. With strength of bhajan. You know? So lucky and fortunate are devotees who are following this or who wants to follow this. What is that? Practicing chanting every day. As much as you will chant, you being so strong. Otherwise, you always remain weak and emotional. Anything comes, start weeping and crying. Very soft heart. It's not about softness of heart, it's about weakness also. Because in life, you're going to go through many challenges. If you are not strong, how are you going to face those challenges? And how to gather that strength? Chanting, which is a tapasya. Like I've taken resolution, this year I'm going to chant every single day 4 rounds, or 6 rounds, or 8 rounds, whatever. So if small number, let's say 4 malas every day. But every day, no matter what happens, morning, night, noon, midnight, whatever. I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to waste my my day without chanting these rounds. So this is a resolution, chanting 4 every day. This is called tapasya. And with this tapasya, the results will come. But there's other way of chanting. Let's say, if I get time or if I feel good enough, I will chant, otherwise I won't. Then this is not called tapasya. Tapasya means a day prior to the, let's say, Ekadashi, a day before Ekadashi, one take this promise. Tomorrow I'm not going to eat grains. Tomorrow I'm not going to drink water. This has to be taken a day before, decided day before. And this can be with every other means of tapasya. I'm going to chant throughout my life 4 rounds every day. This is nothing. Minimum. Now you're working hard, struggling hard. I want to do this because this is my vow, this is my promise. When a girl marries to a boy, there's 7 promises to be taken that time, going around fire. That means the girl always going to be with boy serving him, and boy going to be with girl serving her. Falling together, hands in hands, falling together the path of dharma, religion. That's the purpose of marriage. So now, they both tolerating each other. This is a great tapasya. It's not that one fight and you go away. No, there will always be fights. It happened in past, is happening today and going to happen in future. That doesn't mean I have to leave you or reject you with that one fight or 2 fight or 100 fights. Fights is making everything more condensed, a relationship more sweeter. Fight is just like spicing your food, tempering. It makes it more delicious. So this is tapasya, to be together. And what happened with that tapasya? Results, positive results. There are many areas of tapasya. I'm just counting 1 or 2, 3 or 4, but every area we have tapasya. You have to sleep 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours a day in night. So don't sleep then. 1 night, 2 night, 3 nights, you see what's going to happen if you don't sleep. We are supplying that tapasya. It's not tapasya, but supplying that to our body to maintain our mental balance and to healthy lifestyle. And what happens with that? Strength. So every area we need tapasya. Raising children is not tapasya. This is also tapasya. But there are different levels. This is one level I'm speaking about. If we go to the spiritual level of tapasya, we need a great strength to fight against the energy which belongs to Lord Himself. Devi hi ashugunmai maya durattaya. Krishna said in Bhagavad Gita, this is my Maya, not anyone else. So if I am the Lord, I am supreme, I am powerful, imagine how my Maya is. Maya is also very powerful. And you have to stand against that Maya, going against the direction. How is that possible, Krishna? Krishna told Arjuna, control your mind. Without that, impossible to attain me or to have proximity with me. Control your mind. And Arjuna, so powerful. Yes. Arjuna is so powerful. He said, Krishna, I can control the 10 directions. I can control the wind. Is that easy to say this? But he openly said this. Imagine how powerful Arjuna is. And Krishna, when he's telling this to Arjuna, he's addressed Arjuna with a special name. Kya name? Gudakesha. Gudakesha means?
One was 1 hour sleep.
Control sleep.
One who has conquered the sleep.
Conquer the sleep.
So if I address you with certain features, certain attributes, that means there's a significance. If I say, very friendly Hemant ji, so I'm addressing his name as well as his attributes, his qualities. For some specific particular reason. He's very, and it's not a joke, it's serious. He's very friendly to everyone. I know his personal nature. So there's a significance. When Krishna addressed Arjuna with this word, Gudakesha, O controller of sleep, conqueror of sleep, which is so difficult. You can conquer eating, but you can't conquer sleep. If you don't sleep 3-4 days, I've seen certain people not sleeping 5-6 days, then they get crazy. Acha khasa aadmi, gentle person, such humble service mood. He didn't sleep for 7 days, he gone so crazy. He took off his dhoti and wear short pants with hat like a crazy person, and with key ring in his hands, he came in front of Gurudev. Hi Gurudev, how are you doing? And Guruji was, and we were all shocked. What happened to him? Such a nice boy. Such a gentle person. Knows so much Shastras. He can speak so good Harikatha. But he was so occupied, so busy, with some stubborn nature of not sleeping 7 days. He got so crazy. In shorts, he came in front of Gurudev. And wearing a half sleeve vest and this hat and a key ring in his hand and going like this. Gurudev said, you need to sleep. Go sleep. Eh? Afterwards, he got recovered. But because this is a chemical imbalance. And Arjun is conqueror of sleep. How powerful Arjun is. Oh, Gudakesh. Control your mind. You're conqueror of sleep, but you have to conquer the mind. So imagine how mind is powerful. And Arjun replied, what? I can conquer the 10 directions. I can't conquer my mind. So then, any options to conquer that? What options? Arjun said, Chanchala hi mana Krishna. Krishna, my mind is very chanchal, very restless. Sankalp, vikalp, acceptance, rejections. In 1 minute he is good, another minute he is not good. If I am speaking good to him, that I am very good to him. If I rude to him, he is bad person. This is mind. We just start judging just with the mind in 1 minute. How rude. He shouted and forget about other things. Anna. Then Krishna gave the advice. How to control that mind. Abhyasantu tu Kauntaya. O son of Kunti, with abhyas. Abhyas means practice. And practice means tapasya. When you're doing practice, that means tapasya. And what happened when you do tapasya? Energies. You know? Energies. To get energies. So to acquire that spiritual energies, tapasya is needed. No matter what will happen, I die or what, I will never leave Ekadashi fasting. That's a promise for whole life. And what will happen then? Like we have in our system, many fastings, ladies, they do for their husbands, Karva Chauth and all these fastings. For what? This is tapasya, to get energy. But I am coming to that tapasya energy which we can acquire for something very high. To fight against Maya. And everywhere we see is just Maya. We are living in the fort of Maya and we have to fight with a king. How difficult it is.
Very powerful king.
Very powerful king. Making everyone dance. So that energy is what? Practices. Bhajan Madhya Shesht Nav Vida Bhakti. 9 limbs of Bhakti. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasya, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. 9 limbs of Bhakti. Shravana means hearing about Krishna. Kirtana means speaking or chanting about Krishna. Smarana means remembering Krishna. Padasevana means do parikrama to Krishna or go visit holy places. Then Vandanam, prayers. So 9 limbs of bhakti. Dhare Maha Shakti. Anyone who follows 9 limbs of bhakti, Dhare Maha Shakti, holds great strength. Tar Madhya Sarvashresht, and amongst these 9 limbs of bhakti, foremost and very powerful is chanting. We are not having any realization, we are not having any experience, but that doesn't mean it's not true. All scriptures shouting and screaming and saying this. Because I'm not realizing, that's why I'm not having belief. So who is authority? I'm authority or the scriptures are authority?
Scriptures.
So they're all saying, "Hey, be careful, this may fall on your someone's head." There's something. Huh? Scripture saying what? chanting Dhare Mahashakti Tar Madhye Sarvashresth Nam Sankirtan. This one in our Gaudiya line, one Acharya, his name was Sri Haridas Thakur, who was chanting almost 22 hours a day and only 2 hours eating and sleeping. How powerful? Huh? How is powerful without eating and sleeping? 22 hours just chanting. Only 2 hours eating and sleeping. So much energy. And who came to test him? Maya Devi. Not just Maya in the form of his nature. Personification Maya Devi. She came to test Haridas Thakur. And she got defeated, failed. And Haridas Thakur, who was so meek and humble, he won over Maya. So easy. Without any efforts. With the strength of what? This tapasya of chanting every day, this numbers of mala every day. How many rounds?
192.
192 rounds. Oh my God. I will die. कभी किया, ट्राई किया? कभी करके देखना. सच में मैंने किया इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ. इसको करके देखना. कॉन्सेप्शन और एनर्जी लेवल इतना हाई हो जाएगा.
How many hours more is after 22?
No. So Srila Haridas Thakur, he was chanting 64 rounds loudly, which take time.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Why he was chanting loud? To benefit insects, birds and trees and plants. Purifying the whole environment. The best way to clear the pollution of consciousness of people by loudly chanting Hare Krishna. And another set of 64 rounds whispering, which takes another less time. But then others set of 64 rounds in mind. That goes very fast. If you chant 16 rounds loud, 16 rounds whispering and 16 rounds in mind, you can see time. It goes very fast. So at least try one time to get this experience on any Ekadashi. 64 into 3, 192 rounds. Then you see next day your energy level. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. So anyway, Shri Haridas Thakur, he was chanting this and he was so powerful. He defeated Maya, who came to test on him. But we can't do like this, right? Practically speaking, right? It's not that it's impossible, it's that we have no taste. But then Uddhav was so dear to Krishna. Krishna Daita Sakha. Daita Sakha means very close, intimate friend. Huh? Bestie.
Bestie.
Bestie? Woo. So close. So Uddhav ji said this. Tab abhog saraganda vas alankrita charchita uchishta bhojam dasyam tab mayan jainamihi. Uddhav ji saying this. समझ आ रहा है मेरी? हिंदी ठीक है ना, इंग्लिश ठीक है?
हिंदी में मजा आता है.
आप तो सो रहे हो, मजा कहाँ से आएगा?
आपकी तो
आप लोग समझ आ रहा है मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ? मेरी बात समझ आ रही है? हाँ? थोड़ा सा हिंदी बोल देता हूँ इंग्लिश में. देखा, मेरे को पता था. उद्धव जी का नाम सुना ना? ना मैं बोल चुका हूँ, उसी को रिपीट करो. आई एम जस्ट रिपीटिंग व्हाट आई सेड इन इंग्लिश. उद्धव जी भगवान के बहुत बहुत ही क्लोज इंटीमेट फ्रेंड. ठीक है. वो उद्धव जी क्या कह रहे हैं? हे कृष्णा, तव भोक्त सरागंध, मैंने आपकी उतरी हुई माला को पहना है. भगवान जिस गले की फूलों की माला को धारण करते हैं, वही माला उद्धव जी अपने गले में धारण करते हैं. उसको क्या बोला जाता है? प्रसादी माला. समझ आया? जो भगवान को अर्पण कर दी, उसके बाद वो माला को कहा जाता है प्रसादी माला. ठीक है. तो उद्धव जी कह रहे हैं, मैंने कृष्ण की प्रसादी माला को पहना, भगवान के उतरे हुए वस्त्रों को पहना, और तीसरी बात, उनके जूठे प्रसाद को मैंने खाया. तन माया जैनमिही, ये तीनों चीजें करके मैंने माया को जीत लिया. कितनी बड़ी बात कह रहे हैं. अपने माध्यम से, अपने द्वारा ये कहना चाह रहे हैं, अगर हम रोज भगवान की प्रसाद को, अच्छा ये भी एक तपस्या है. बोलते ना, जो कहूंगा सच कहूंगा, सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूंगा. जो खाऊंगा प्रसाद खाऊंगा, प्रसाद के सिवा कुछ नहीं खाऊंगा. इट्स अ बिग तपस्या. आई विल ओनली ऑनर प्रसाद offered to Krishna. I won't eat anything. You know, some people are fond of eating nails. Huh? I will only eat Krishna prasad.
They'll stop eating nails right away.
This is again a big tapasya. It's not that easy. But I have seen some devotees in my life very firm in their very determination, determined in their promise. I will only eat Krishna prasad, nothing else. You know? And there are some situations when they are traveling, but they know very well how to offer this to Krishna. It just take 1 minute with chanting mantra on what, let's say buying cookies or some chocolate. You have to eat that. What happens? 1 minute chanting mantra on any prep and then eating. So Krishna is not considering his 1 minute offering or 10 minutes offering. He's only acknowledging our dedication that he offered and then eating.
Wow.
Understand? There was one big acharya, Bhakti Gaurav Vaikhanas Goswami Maharaj, sannyas by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada. He, prior to his initiation, he was a mystic yogi, means tantric. He used to sit on dead bodies and chant mantra, and the dead body raise hands. Shrivati Maharaj used to tell this story. Sitting in cremation to get perfection in his mantras, sitting on the dead bodies, reciting mantras, and even the dead body shows the movements. And he used to worship sun, Surya Dev. And if he don't see Surya, he don't eat. That was his promise. I will only eat when I have darshan of sun.
So in Seattle, that's not
Maharaji can't survive in Seattle, in London. No, but it is a blessing on Seattle. If he comes here, then Surya Dev is bound to
Come every day.
come every day. Because this is what happened. He was fasting. He was on a train ride going from one location to other. And he was fasting, starving. Because from 2 days there was clouds and he wasn't able to see sun. And seeing that he's fasting, one person came with a basket of fruits and he handed over to him in the train. He said, "Oh Sadhu Baba, please take these fruits. I know you are starving." And when, to his surprise, he asked him, "How you know I'm starving?" And he didn't say much, he just pointed out through window. "Look outside the window." And when Maharaj, he looked from the window, the cloud got dispersed for like 1 minute, and he saw sun, and then clouds came and covered sun.
Wow.
So he had darshan of sun, and he do some stutis, 1 minute only. And then he turned around to say thank you to that person. He was not there,
Gone.
disappeared. Why? Tapasya. I'm not going to eat if I don't see sun. This is one tapasya. So, many yogis sitting in Himalayas doing tapasya look like they are so, skinny and no strength, but they have lot of strength. Lot of strength. Kardam Rishi in Srimad Bhagavatam 3rd canto. Kardam Rishi, who was very expert in performing austerities. Swambhu Manu, who came to get his daughter married to Kardam Rishi. Who was Swambhu Manu? The ruler of the entire universe. Not just one country or one state. King of entire universe. And his daughter, what was her name?
Devavati.
Devahuti. So beautiful teenager girl. So beautiful that once upon a time, it's in Bhagavatam, he was playing on the roof, and some Gandharvas, कुछ गंधर्व वहां से जा रहे थे, और गंधर्वों ने जब देवहूति जी को देखा तो देखकर वहां पर बेहोश होकर गिर पड़े. इतनी सुंदरी. और करदम जी कैसे हैं? एक ऋषि हैं, बड़ी बड़ी दाढ़ी है, मूछ है, बड़े बड़े बाल हैं, तपस्या है, और पूरा एकदम जैसे फ्लैश ही नहीं है, पूरे हड्डियां हड्डियां निकली हुई हैं, ऐसे तपस्या है. स्वयंभू मनु आए और अपनी बेटी देवहूति की विवाह करदम ऋषि से करना चाह रहे. क्यों भैया? इनके पास कौन सी संपत्ति है? आप इतने बड़े राजा, पूरे पृथ्वी के नहीं, पूरे यूनिवर्स के राजा, और अपनी बेटी का विवाह ऐसे व्यक्ति से जिसके पास एक घर भी नहीं है. तो उन्होंने क्या सोचकर विवाह करना चाहा? क्या संपत्ति थी? तपस्या की संपत्ति, जो ऐसे नहीं मिल जाती, उसके लिए मरना पड़ता है. बिना मरे स्वर्ग में नहीं मिलता, बोलते हैं ना. स्वर्ग जाने के लिए भी मरना पड़ता है ना. तो तपस्या ऐसे नहीं हो जाती. अच्छा, तपस्या कोई खरीद सकता है? हेमंत ब्रो, $100 दूंगा, 7 दिन तक आप चैंटिंग कर लो, मेरे से नहीं होगी. I'll pay you $100. Can you chant for me?
Is that right? Yeah.
Can you do Ekadashi? Madhavi, you do Ekadashi for me, I'll give you $50. Yeah? Dry fasting.
No dry fruits.
How about fruits only?
The point is, can we buy, purchase tapasya? Even not on Amazon. And you can't even buy in Costco
Blinkit.
or Blinkit in India. Tapasya is something which every individual has to do personally. Not husband, wife, children. No, it is individual matter, it's personal matter. समझ आ रहा है? समझ आ रहा है? तपस्या स्वयं करनी पड़ती है. ये नहीं पति ने किया तो पत्नी को लग जाएगी, पत्नी ने किया तो पति को लग जाएगी. वो बोल देते हैं 50% लग जाएगा, लेकिन इसका मतलब थोड़ा फिर पत्नी उबासी लेके सो जाए। आप करो, तपस्या स्वयं करनी पड़ेगी।
She was looking at me. Is this true?
Yes. Let him chant more and you get 50%, which is true. Yes.
Maharaj, don't give ideas.
Yeah. So you can't buy tapasya. Kardam Rishi was doing such severe tapasya that the ruler of the entire universe, Swayambhu Manu, came to marry his daughter Devhuti to their Kardam Rishi. Imagine. And Kardam Rishi said, okay, I accept this proposal, but on one condition. And the condition is, with the first child, a boy, I'm going to go forest for more tapasya. That means I'm not going to be in householder anymore after I get a boy. Which father will allow his daughter to marry to someone who already keep this condition that the first child is going to go Vrindavan? Swami Manu said, I agree. I agree to this. Understand? Marriage took place, and out of a daily regular schedule, Kardam Rishi sat in tapasya, just like every day we chant mantras 10-15 minutes. Very fast. It goes very fast. He sat in meditation just for his regular practice. But he went into trance. Went where?
Trance.
Not France. Trance. Samadhi. समाधि लग गई उनकी। 5-10 मिनट तपस्या में बैठे हुए, सुबह अपना मंत्र जप करें, समाधि लग गई। And that samadhi went for 100 of years, not 100 hours or minutes. But Devhuti remained there, serving her husband, not demanding any sari, not demanding earrings, diamond rings, nothing. Keep on just serving, serving, serving. And which girl will stay with that boy who just sit in meditation for 100 of hours and not even looking at his wife? But Devhuti remained there. And she got so skinny, like an old woman, grey hairs, skinny, only bony bones all over. And after 100 of years, Kardam Rishi opened his eyes. He came back from his, not sleep. We get in sleep and we open our eyes in the morning, good sleep. He came out of his trance, samadhi, opened his eyes and where I am? And he saw his wife, Devhuti. What happened to you, Devhuti? Isn't it we just married yesterday? She said, 100 years passed. I'm so sorry, Devhuti. I'm so sorry. Look at you. You look so old. She said, of course, because 100 years passed. Oh, Devhuti, now it's my turn to serve you. So, take a dip in this pond. Devhuti took a dip in that pond. She came out. She got so beautiful. Teenager. 16, 15 years old teenager. So beautiful, more beautiful than before. And with that tapasya, Kardam Rishi, he made one airplane which is like 100 of acres airplane with mountains, rivers, palaces, waterfalls, gardens in that 100-acre airplane. And Devhuti and Kardam Rishi on that airplane moving in the universes. Non-stop, no petrol, No gas, no pilot, nothing. Just with us, with Kadam Rishi's mind. Understand? So Swambhu Manu, he knew the potency, the strength, the energy of that tapasya. Otherwise, why he would have given his daughter's hands in his hands? So not that externally he didn't had any possession or house or nice Tesla car, the robot one. Huh? Those facilities were not there, but the facility and the energy of tapasya. And when he expressed that tapasya, what happens? Miracles. That airplane, thousands of years was moving in the sky. Thousands of years. And Devbhuti, then she got 9 daughters. And Kadam Rishi said, "Oh Devbhuti, 9 daughters? I must leave. I must go to forest now."
For more tapasya.
But he said son.
But then Devbhuti said, "No, you said when we get son, then. How alone I'm going to marry my 9 daughters?" And then Shri Kapil Bhagwan, he came as son of Kadam Rishi and Mother Devoti. Kapil Bhagwan. Why? The potency of tapasya. So Kadam Rishi, he was a yogi, a bhakta, but anyone in this Kali Yuga performing this tapasya of basic tapasya of chanting Guru mantras twice a day and chanting Hare Krishna on the beats and hear Hari Katha, following Ekadashi fasting, visiting Vrindavan, Navdeep Dham in Parikrama, visiting holy places and honor Mahaprasad, and following 9 limbs of bhakti. Seems like such a small activities, but they are not small. Watering tulasi, planting tulasi, तुलसी में जल देना, तुलसी को अपने घर में उगाना, तुलसी जी की केयर करना, उनकी आरती करना, उनको स्पर्श करना, उनको देखना, दृष्टा स्पृष्टा, तुलसी जी की इस प्रकार से सेवा करना रोज. This is austerity. This is also one tapasya. So take any one promise and then work hard to maintain that. That turns out to be tapasya. Tap asya, tapasya. Tap. Everything is about tapa. This creation took place because creation happened by Brahma ji. Brahma appeared from the navel of Bhagwan Vishnu. लेकिन ब्रह्मा जी को समझ नहीं आ रहा मेरा जन्म कहाँ से हुआ. Brahma is not able to understand what is my origin, who is my origin. And what Brahma ji heard then? 2 words. Tap, tap, tap. तपस्या करो, तपस्या करो, तपस्या करो. Shivji also do tapasya. Hanumanji do tapasya. So they are powerful personalities. Why can't we do tapasya? It's not hard. Our mind is telling this is hard, but actually it's not hard. Acha, what is a big issue in maintaining a plant at home? Plant means tulsi. Is it that difficult? It's so easy. Just planting tulsi at home, watering tulsi, taking care of tulsi, Aarti to tulsi, morning 1 time or 2 times, doing parikrama to tulsi, offering flower every day. This is one tapasya. Tapasya means when we are doing this regularly. Then chanting every day, so easy to do. It's not something very, we have to lift weight or something. Chanting is just beats. 15 grams, 25 grams. Chanting every day. When I'm at home, whatever I'm offering, whatever I'm eating, I'm offering to Krishna. Tapasya. Or one time or two times in a day, doing arati to our altar, to deities. Tapasya. These are small, little, tiny things. But this is giving a great Shakti. Dhare Maha Shakti. So much strength. That's the only way we can fight against Maya. There is no other way. There is no other way to fight. Or fight means to overcome this. Mam eva prabadante mayam etam tarantite. Bhagavad Gita Krishna saying, those who surrender unto me, they can very easily overcome Maya. And surrender to Krishna means these small activities, spiritual activities, Krishna conscious activities. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. ठीक है? Everyone try doing this. But if you think I will try, it will never happen. You think I should do this. जब सोचेंगे प्रयास करूंगा, कोशिश करूंगा, तो नहीं होगा. कोशिश का मतलब होता है लेजीनेस. लेकिन ये होगा कि मैंने सुन लिया, अब मेरे को करना ही है, तो वहां पर आलस्य और लेजीनेस नहीं होगा. करना ही है. Yes, Radharaman?
Silly question. If you
Silly. Sil means sister-in-law. Oh, silly. S-I-L-L-Y.
Yes. If I'll say in English, if Mahamaya was designed us to take us away from Krishna consciousness, why was Mahamaya created? Because it seems to be designed to take us away from Krishna. Why was it designed like that?
To bewilder us against Krishna.
Why?
This is one role of Maya. But then there is another role of Maya, to push us and kick us towards Krishna.
Oh.
I only showed you one side of the coin,
Hmm.
but coin has two sides.
I see.
The other side is by kicking. Yes. This again a big topic. Maybe tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Tomorrow we'll discuss about this tomorrow. Yes, Didi.
I just want to assure everybody who's listening that sometimes Mars is saying that the pasya can be very difficult, but the reason why it can be difficult is because we're doing other things besides Krishna conscious activities. It's just like with anything, when you are having a taste for something and you're doing more of something, then you get a taste for it more and more and more. Any addiction, any activity, it becomes more comfortable. So it's like that with bhakti as well. When we're doing Krishna conscious activities, then it becomes easier the more we're doing it. It's like the exercise muscle is being used, and it becomes more, and not just easy, it becomes enjoyable, more and more enjoyable as you do it.
Yes, very right. Thank you for this. It becomes more and more enjoyable. More and more. Just it needs a little push in the beginning. That's all. Once you are in the system, you enjoying. Pratipadam Purna Amrita Swadanam. Every day is fresh. Every day is more and more enjoyment. Today I am chanting. Oh, I realized this. Tomorrow I realize that. Day after I realizing this. It is so nice. And it always starts शुरुआत ही धीरे धीरे होती है. But after that, when you come to the system, bas. You know, when you start car, it starts slow pace. But when you're on a highway, zoom, then you're enjoying. But you can't even immediately start car without like this. Acha, okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Gaur Premanande. So recently this was my meditation. I was meditating on this while chanting, trying to realize this and trying to embrace this. So that meditation I shared with all of you today. I was thinking of what subject to speak on, what topic to speak on. So I just thought, why not I just share what I'm meditating on. And this is a very practical in our daily practice. Yes?
Very inspiring too.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Chalo. Mahaprasad ki.
Jai.